Hey everyone, this is Video Game Lover here, and I have another video for you guys. And this is going to be perhaps a new series I'm going to do, showing off games that I finished alongside, showing the image of me actually beating the game, and I'll give you guys my thoughts of the games I beat. So there are a couple here, and this is mostly going to be PS2 games I finished. I beat a few, like Super Mario 64 DS, which I'm never playing that version again. That version is terrible. The controls are so bad in that version. It is unbelievable how bad that version is. Seriously, that version is terrible. I beat G.I. Joe, The Rise of Cobra. Shout out to Megadam for that recommendation on PSP. And that one was actually pretty fun. It's basically like Neo-Contra in a way, but it's a fun one. I actually enjoyed playing that game. And WWE Day of Reckoning, which I don't have right now because I sold it, and I'm planning on re-getting it, but complete. So I'm just going to show off the PS2 games I finished. So I beat a whopping 6 PS2 games. And let's get started. Let's start off with Lego Star Wars 2, which was the second game I beat this year. This game really is kind of meant for a younger demographic because, that's kind of how these Lego games are, but they're still fun to play even if you're an adult. So you can play up to this Lego Star Wars is the original trilogy, episodes 4, 5, and 6, and they're really good. They're funny and it plays really nice. So they're your typical platforming game. You do puzzle solving. It's a good game. It's very short. You can beat this in like 3 hours, I think. So a good game. So this one was good. Alright, next up, we have Crash Bandicoot and the Rafa Cortex. A lot of Crash fans say that this is like one of the worst entries of the classic era, from the original 3 and then some games in the PS2. And I just finished this game. I finished this game, I think, after Lego Star Wars 2, and I don't think this game is bad. It's a decent game, but there are some issues I have with it. For one, the controls are a little slippery. And the levels aren't really that good. There was just way too many vehicle levels. And I think that the reason for that was because they padded the game, and this game had a lot of development issues. So I think that's the reason why they made a lot of those vehicle levels. But there were some nice levels, like the hamster ball levels. They're actually pretty cool. So, it's not a bad game, but it's not really of a great game, It's okay. The music's good, though. I like the music in Rafa Cortex, so that game is pretty solid. However, Crash to Insanity, though, was amazing. This game is hilarious, and the levels are some of the funnest I played on a platformer. I would say probably since Maximo versus the Army of Zin on PS2. This game was amazing. It plays great. It's challenging. The thing that sucks about this game, though, is unfortunately, like Rafa Cortex, the game had a lot of development issues, and they ended up having to scrap like 2 worlds, which is funny that Cortex actually referenced it in the game, saying that we're supposed to actually have 2 other worlds, but we ran out of time. So, but this is a really cool game. You can play as Crash, Cortex, Nina, who is Cortex's daughter. This is a really cool game. Very funny. The music is so weird, but so good. This is a really good game. In fact, I'm going to be honest, I think this is one of the best Crash games, believe it or not. This is a really, really good game. Check this one out if you never have. It's a great one. Next up, we have one of the most used to be the most polarizing Sonic game, but then it turned into like a fan favorite that everyone likes. It's Sonic Unleashed. I finished this game, I think, I'm going to say a week ago, I think. Yeah, I think it was like a week ago I finished this game, or 2 weeks ago. And I have a lot of things to say about it. Well, I don't think the Werehog levels aren't as bad as some made them out to be. If anything, they just feel a little slow. But I feel like the day stages are really good. The music is amazing. I think we can all agree on it. The music in Sonic Unleashed is amazing in this game. The issue I have with this game is the Werehog stages aren't bad, they just go on for too long. However, though, this version, though, cuts some of the fat from the 360 version. Like, for example, Eggman Land is not a one stage area. It's divided into a few stages. Thank goodness, because I heard Eggman Land is really hard. I had a lot of hard time, trouble beating Eggman Land. But I still enjoyed Sonic Unleashed. It had me frustrated at times, especially the last Dark Gaia fight. That fight was driving me insane, but this is a good one, man. This is a good game, but there's one thing I want to stress about this game, though. This is still an important Sonic game, because if it wasn't for Sonic Unleashed, we never would have gotten Sonic Colors or Sonic Generations, because a lot of the gameplay style from the day stages came from this game. So always remember that. This is still a very important Sonic game, though. So, now last are the two Army Man games I played. Army Man Green Rogue and Army Man Air Attack 2. Let me begin with Army Man Green Rogue. So, Megadan, like I mentioned, you have some questioning and got some explaining to do for this game. Now, I just replayed it again with cheats, and I discovered that the flame gun is the best weapon in the game. The issue with this game is it's just way too hard. There's too many bullets coming through the screen. You die really fast. You only have 3 continues. If you lose all your continues, it's game over and you're back to stage 1. Yeah, and there's 16 levels, and these levels go on for like as long as maybe 10 minutes. Like, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. I don't think the control scheme is terrible. Like, once you get used to it, it's not that bad, but it's not a really good game. It's not a good game. I get what they were going for. They wanted to make a game like the classic, Commando, Mercs, and all those games, an arcade shooter like Contra, but it just didn't really work too well, I think. I actually did finish the PS1 version, and it's a lot different than the PS2 version. I actually think the PS1 version is a little bit better, not by much, but at least it doesn't have it's not an auto scroll. You can go back to get power-ups and things like that. And also in the PS1 version, you get to keep all your weapons, but if you die, you lose your upgrade. So, but this game, not really good. But this game, however, Army Man Air Attack 2, I finished on Monday, and it's actually a really good game, and this surprised me a lot. Now, I have the first Air Attack game, and I beat it a few times. It's been years since I last beat it, and that's actually a good game, but what killed it was how brutal that game was. That last fight had me raging, how unfair that fight was. But this game is a lot better. It, first of all, runs a lot smoother than the first game, and the missions are a lot easier to know what to do, and it's a lot easier than the original game. This might be one of the easiest Army Man games I've ever played and beaten. But this is a really, really good game. Not only do I think this is one of the best Army Man games, I think it's just a great game altogether. It has a decent story, graphics are good, controls are good, and music is good. Everything about this game is good. It's a good game. So I really enjoyed this game a lot, and definitely worth it. I plan on getting Sergeant's Heroes soon, so unfortunately the disc kind of flies off a little bit, but this was a really fun game. I had a good time with Air Attack 2. So yeah, those are the games I finished for the PS2. If I finish a couple more, I'll give you guys my thoughts on them. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're getting lower for date, sign out. Peace.